Lavonte, you obviously had a really good game throughout the whole game, but as a defense, the first half didn't go the way you guys wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
So what lessons can you take out of yesterday to be able to lock it down in the second half?
Start fast, and be on the same page throughout the whole football game. First half we was a little sporadic here and there. Gave up a big play. That's something that didn't happen to us all year. So, we basically got hit in the mouth, and we was able to tone it down, lock it in, refocus, come in after halftime. We gave up one touchdown, but it was something that we could have prevented, but we held them to 7 points the second half, and it helped us win the football game. But for us to be the defense that we want to be, we got to be able to, overcome things. We did, for the most part, overcame those issues that we have, but you got to be able to start faster and not give up plays that we did.
And when you look around yourself, just a couple years ago, it's hard to believe it was only 2 years ago, but you guys were in Chicago and just got absolutely throttled. You remember that day up there that
Yep.
Trubisky went wild. There's only, like I said, maybe a few players, but are you ever amazed at just how fast the whole defense can change just in a couple years with all those new faces out there?
Yeah, for sure. I believe only three guys were still here. I think it was
It,
Carlton rookie year, Whitehead rookie year, and
yeah.
me and Will. Um, so yeah, man, it changed a lot. I know, we still kind of got that taste in our mouth. That was one of those games where you wanna forget about, but you can't forget. But that was in the past, man. And we moved on from it, and I'm sure we got a lot better defensively.
For sure. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, next is Greg Allen.
Hey, Lavonte, to see, I know it's going over your head, but to see the pass breakdowns in terms of what allowed some of the long pass plays, what do you see on tape, and what can you guys do to fix that moving forward?
Just small things, man. Whether it's just staying on top of the receiver or just getting to the quarterback quicker, and them the main things I take from it. Just stuff that could be easily prevented. Is easy to say, but it just guys just gotta hone in on what they got and understand what the offense is trying to do in certain situations or certain personnel. So just gotta lock in on that and key on that, and everything else will be fine.
Lavonte, you guys have done especially well in like high stakes situations on third down and red zone and goal to go. What do you think is the key to a unit doing that consistently? Because obviously that can make a huge difference in a season.
Basically just just understanding your job at that point of time, and understanding what the offense wants. When you're in a situation like that, the offense is only gonna do certain things, and when you understand that, and when you know the opponent that you're going against, you can easily take away what they're trying to do, and that's what we try to do. Coach Bowles does a great job of drawing stuff up, and then it goes down to us going out there and executing it.
Thanks, Lavonte.
Yep.
All right, next is Ed and Cena.
Hi, Levante. Obviously, went with short week this week. What is the key to kind of, preparing, and getting ready to play winning football,
Yeah.
on a Thursday with a short week?
Yeah, just being a professional, man, and getting in the building as much as you can, and putting yesterday's game behind us real fast, and moving on to our next opponent, and getting your bodies right. Guys been starting recovery since yesterday after the game. And then moving on to today, we had some recovery set up. It's going to be a all week process until we actually get into Chicago and play the game. So it's just all about recovery, getting your body right to play Thursday, and then refocusing mentally, and getting the game plan ready and understanding what coach want to do defensively, and locking in on that. But the main thing is just getting your body back ready for another four-quarter football game.
And you guys in the second half, I think you only allowed 13 yards rushing. And obviously, when a team has a lead and you're trying to mount a comeback, stopping the run is important. I mean, how important was that on a day like yesterday, just to kind of set the stage? Obviously, you guys had to make some plays too, but you guys have always been good at that, right?
Yeah, the main thing, just everybody, like I said, the stuff that we gave up was always, self-inflicted. So once you take that out of the equation, man, we'll be a hard football team to beat. And that's what we do. We went into halftime, made some adjustments. Coach, obviously chewed us out a bit. So, got a fire going up on us, and we knew we had to come back after halftime was on the field first, and we was able to get a quick 3 and out, and the offense went down and scored, and we was back in the game. So, that's all you need, man. Just love, just guys just staying focused, understanding what they got to do, and coming out and just locking in and doing your job, and then just giving our offense a chance to get the ball as much time as they can, and they put us back in the ball game.
Thanks, Lavonte.
All right, next is Jenna Lane.
Hey, Lavonte, both your head coach and your defensive coordinator, Todd Bowles, said that had this game been last year, you guys would not have been able to come back from being down 17-0. Coach Bowles said you guys weren't a mature enough team last year to win this game. What has changed from last year to this year to where you guys are in position, even when things don't go your way in the first half, you're able to clamp down in the second half and you're able to still pull out a W?
I mean, they got a point. Even not even last year, years prior. I've been around here for a long time and been in situations like that where things wouldn't go the way that it went yesterday. But I just feel like it's the confidence of the football team, understanding that everything the team that the team was getting, we was giving them. So once we be able to just lock in and do our jobs and just refocus and do our jobs, everything will be put to a minimum, just like it was yesterday. And you got a young football team with a lot of mature guys who have to grow up, who had to grow up real fast, who played, as rookies and stuff like that. So, and then it goes back to a confidence level, the guys just understanding what their job is and know what they were supposed to do. So I say that's the main factor, and then the leadership, everybody, keeping their heads held high, understanding that it's a four-quarter football game. Then the big play right before the half by Sue creating the fumble and we getting the ball and off and score, that was real big, and our momentum shifted too as well. So, just things that throughout the football game that helps that, but also the leadership and the confidence of the guys that's out there on the field.
I know Tom is just Tom to you guys. He's your teammate. But what is it like seeing your teammate, especially in a vulnerable place where he threw that interception, to see him, brush that off? I know he wasn't happy about it, but brush that off and go out and throw 4 touchdowns after that, put up a historic performance at age 43. What is it like witnessing something like that up close?
Yeah, it's incredible to see, and for us, we see it all the time in practice. He may make a mistake, but he's going to come right back and just overcome that mistake. That's something, make it seem like it never happened. And that's just the years that he have in this league, and that goes to show like why he's one of the greatest to play this game. And to have a guy like that, who have that, that killer, still have that killer instinct, even though after making a mistake, just staying positive and keeping his head high, and then come back and throw 4 touchdowns after that. It was it was incredible to see. So it just all it does just build the confidence of guys around them, understanding that your quarterback is still gonna play hard for you. So everybody else got to keep on bringing it to as well.
All right, we're gonna wrap up with a question from Stacey Dales.
Hey, Lavonte, I have actually a follow-up too along Jenna's question. Just the reaction when your quarterback throws 5 touchdowns, and as a defensive player, what it's sort of like to be in a shootout in a game like that. And then just your thoughts on Nick Foles was my follow-up.
Yeah, hopefully we don't want to get it to a shootout, but just to see offense get the ball back and just score at will and drive the ball at will and move the ball at will and do basically whatever they want to do with the football was really, good to see. But defensively, we got to have that mindset of just like, we can't just, put in the offense in those situations where they have to do that. Once we get out of the field, we got to stop them and get the offense back the ball quick as we can. And then as far as Nick Foles, from what I saw so far, it's basically an offense that he's comfortable with. He's getting the ball out pretty fast, and he got playmakers around him with Allen Robinson Anthony Miller, I believe, and they got a great group of tight ends as well that they use. So, he's in something that he's in the offense that he's familiar with. So, you got to be able to basically just go out there and execute our game plan and just try to take away his targets that he has.
All right, thanks, Lavonte.
Yep, no problem. Thank you, guys. Stay safe.